So these are some reconstructions from my fewest moves attempts at Rocky Mountain Championship 2023. I don't know exactly how, but I ended up becoming the Rocky Mountain champion, and I took third place overall to 29 mean. Um, so there were a lot of mistakes, not mistakes, but I don't know, just bad time management. Scrambles weren't that good, a lot of bad continuations. Um, so I feel like it could have been a lot better. Definitely not the best mean, um, but I'll take it. So this is the first attempt. I almost always go with EO approaches, but I couldn't find anything good at all. So what I ended up doing is F prime to form that pair, and then you have this edge back here. So B2, L2 creates that block right there. Okay, that's a little better. After that, you are left with this pair. There is this edge back here, so R2, F R prime creates another block. That F move brings this edge up. So I messed around with some continuations based off the 2 by 3 by 3 and I couldn't find anything. So what I ended up doing was just trying to insert a move somewhere in there. So I did E prime, R prime, and realized I could create that pair. So if you do U2, you're left with this, which doesn't look that good. But I realized that by doing R prime, you could bring this edge up, B, um, U2, okay. So that forms that. And then BR now gets you to this stage. And then U gets you to F2O minus 1. If you look at the edges, you'll notice those two edges are opposite in relation to each other. This edge is not in the right spot in relation to the other two, meaning that if you do R, B prime, R2, B, that's going to solve the edges in relation to each other, which leaves you with 5C. So insertion finder finds 32 based off of that skeleton, and I was able to find 32 as well. So on the second scramble, I started off on normal. Bad edge here, 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 and here. So DLF to get Yo. At this point, I messed around with some DR stuff, couldn't find anything good. But I noticed if you do that R2, pairs those up nicely. You already have this edge in position. Doing U matches that edge up. RV2 creates a nice 2 by 2 by 2. And then you also get this random 3 pair. So the edge to go with that pair to solve the 2 by 2 by 3 is right there. F2 conveniently brings that pair to the top, lines this edge up here, so then you prime R2. At this point, I swapped to the inverse, and I couldn't find anything good. I messed around for a while, so I ended up kind of rushing a bad solution. So a lot of moves right here. So U prime, so that edge right there in this corner, so pairing them, just like that, a lot of moves, inserting for a total of 7 moves, way too much. But then luckily, this next little bit is nice. So U, similar to last time, those two edges are opposite of each other. This edge is incorrect in relation to those two. So that means it's just a nice 3-move insert. And that solves everything but 3C. So I went through on the corner insertion. Best I could find was canceling 3 moves for a final of 25. And that's also what insertion finder gives. So that was a 25 move solve, which I was pretty happy with, especially considering bad the start was, or some of those moves were. But overall, pretty good single. It's what really carried this mean. So for the third attempt, yet again, I couldn't find anything good off of an EO based start, so I ended up doing a block building start. So L prime, U, L2 to form that block right there, and then DB. So that forms like kind of a pair there, creates that pseudo 2 by 2 by 2. Really weird. I couldn't find any good continuations off that, so then I ended up swapping to inverse, which gives this. So the B move would solve that 2 by 2 by 2. But before doing that, I did RB to get that pair up there, and then F. Um, so now just insert that pair, forms another pair. You have that edge right there, so R2, U2R fixes that. It forms another pair, um, forms a pair there. And similar to the last two cases, same trick for a 3-move insert. This time leaving 4C in 19 moves. I was kind of hoping for a moment when I inserted that, I thought I got to 3C in 19, which probably would have given me like realistically like a 26 or something like that, which would have been really nice. What else 4C? So insertions were pretty messy on this one. There was a 4-move cancellation at one point, which got me pretty excited. I was hoping to find another good cancellation, but the best I could find after that was only a 1-move cancellation, leaving me with 30 moves. Insertion Finder gives 29 moves. I looked through it briefly. I don't think I reasonably would have found that. But overall, it was a 30. Something greedy within my skill level, pretty normal, pretty average. So I was pretty happy with the mean overall. The 32, I feel like could have been a lot better. And if I could have gotten something a little better on that, I probably could have gotten like a PR. But overall, pretty happy with the title and the podium. So that's it.